All right. We are back with round 5 of Netrunner District Championships in North Carolina for 2026. We've got Thomas Haas playing Seb against Vysetron playing PD. Got to reset the scores. Remember to do that. So we've seen Vysetron's PD deck already today. Now we're seeing it from the other angle. Currently, let me double check. Yeah, currently these are our 2 undefeated players. So we only have 2 players who have not dropped a single game today, which so far has been 4. Which is a shame for me because I was expecting Vysetron to scrub out and come join me on comms, but might have to wait a little longer for that. We got an Audrey install running the remote. A Scatterfield gets rezzed. Oh, and that's the NSG alt art for Seb. That's gorgeous. Draw install credit for Vysetron. I'm a big fan of this playmat standoff. We have a classic criminal card that has been redone as an NSG card, and we have a modern criminal card that was redone from an FFG card. Of course, making it a criminal from neutral. So this is a privileged access run from Thomas Haas. Installing a friend of a friend. And there's another card. I don't know that card. Apologies. I did successfully get the player audio working for me. Y'all should not hear the players. Let me know if you do. But hopefully hearing them narrate their plays will help me a little bit with the card recognition. I say that and then I missed what that was. I think it's a warm reception. Yeah. So I didn't hear him say that, but I do recognize that a little bit. Draw, credit for Vysetron. Thomas Haas draws. Running the remote. Draw. Install. Alright, sorry. That... What is that Jinxie alt? Pretty sure that's Jinxie. So we do have a crew install. Aquaceris crew. See a Synchro Cyclotron trashing it. Getting a counter on Audrey. Installing on a new remote and then taking 2 credits. Vysetron installs 2 cards in the 2 remotes. Are we going to see a fully op? Fully operational. So this is going to be 3 decisions. Draw 2. And then 4 credits. So that ticked up. Is that a... Oh, that's a botulus. That's why there's a poker chip on that scatter field. So that's a botulus over there. Okay, that makes... looking at the original botulus art, that makes sense. Gets through the scatter field and trashes a powers. Really denying Vysetron the flop and flood value. Flop and flume. Draw ice, ice. I don't think we know that face down. Or that unresed card. A humanoid could be a little bit of clawback, but not much. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a top-down. But even a top-down into Flood the Market isn't going to score anything but an Ingaton that I don't know if Vysetron has any Ingatons in this list. So this is Gachapon. We see a Buffer Drive, a Privileged Access, an Aquaceris Crew, the Tungsten Tailor, and one other card. Sure is an Anarch card. Choosing to install the Tungsten Tailor off that. Running HQ. Vysetron reses a Fly Swatter. That's going to purge the Botulus and the Audrey. Well, it's going to purge the virus counters, which is going to remove the counters from the Botulus and the Audrey. Installing 1, 2... Are we going to res a wage? Flop. So this is going to be 4 decisions. Drawing for the first of 4. Taking credits for the rest. There are surely agendas somewhere. Drawing 2 cards. Vysetron rearranging his board. Think we might see some more installs soon. And then a Gourmand. Vysetron reses another Warm Reception. Are we going to see a Humanoid Resources install here? Humanoid into double install res, or no, you'd have to res the Cyclotron first. Okay, so we're not able to flood off of this. Install a new remote. Nothing behind the scatter field. Fully new remote for the 2 installs. Choosing whether or not to do an operation. Oh. Okay. He realized just in time he cannot flood here. Alright, Nano is going to let him flood. We're presumably going to see an off-world. Yes. So an off-world office scored. 2 points on the board gets you back almost all the credits that you spend on the Nano plus flood. No, wait, it gets you back exactly the right. It gets you back all your credits. And you're up from Humanoid. What a lovely play. So this is very similar to the list that Leodalia played in the Apex Showdown recently. I don't know if Vysetron has made any changes to it. So Thomas Haas doesn't have many good servers to get in through without tricks. We get an Aquaceras crew install. So with the Devil Charm on board, that could work. We see a transfer of wealth. He now has 2 tags and sees a predictive planogram from HQ. Remembers the Audrey counter from Gourmanding the predictive. And then runs the Warm Reception and trashes it. And we get another Warm Reception. That should be all 3 accounted for now. I missed what Vysetron recurred with the PD score. Alright, installs a card into one of the emptied remotes. Click 1 as top-down solutions to draw 2 and install up to 2. This is going to allow for a Melius U, or Melius City Luxury Lines score. Resing powers that be. And then using Flood the Market to score Melius City Luxury Line. This is going to gain a click back. So there's 1 click remaining. Top down was 1 click. Flood the Market is 2 more. So there's PD trigger, there's the powers that be trigger, and there's the additional click. Vysetron takes a fully operational back to hand. I think this is going to be for a lot of money. Was there an install off of powers? I'm not sure if he installed off of powers. If he did, I missed where and what it was. At the end of turn, Thomas Haas pitches a Steelskin Scarring to Audrey. I think. Maybe not. I heard Steelskin to Audrey. That might have been in another game, because that's a Gourmand on top of that. That's what I get for listening instead of... well, maybe it was. I take 1 second to take a drink. And I miss the end of turn action. They remember that Botulus ticks up. Remember, that is a lovely, I'm fairly certain, Jinxie illustrated Botulus alt art. Oh, okay. There's a buffer drive in play. So I think it was trash Steelskin and then bottom it with buffer drive. We get a solidarity badge and then run the warm reception. So this is going to be a trash of the warm reception. That's going to get an Audrey counter. That's going to get a solidarity badge counter. Running one of the face downs. Pitching Price to Audrey for a buffer drive. Maybe that was a strike fund. I don't know. I don't know why would you pitch there? And then steal an off-world office. Predictive planogram. To draw, because Thomas Haas is tagged, that is draw and credits, both modes. Yeah, thanks. I finally figured that out. why I didn't see a steel skin in the heap. It happened in the split second that I looked away to grab my drink. Also, thanks for watching. Great to see you here. I cannot count the number of times that I have shared your World's Finals game. It's one of the moments in Netrunner that makes me the happiest. Just joy and community and camaraderie. Okay, not bottoming with the buffer drive. Trashing a wage workers for a counter on Audrey. Last click running the powers that be. No res. Trashing the powers for an Audrey counter. No solidarity badge counter because it was not the first trash of the turn. Installing inner remote. Drawing a card. It's a very small R&D. And taking a credit. Vysetron's going to need to stick some cards in order to get another flood off. All right, running HQ, click 1. Seeing a blade of barrier. Installing friend of a friend. Running one of the remotes. And that is a card. I need to review my ice more. Those of you who were here when I played Gordian Blade will remember that the ice was the one I struggled with. It's going to steal Let Them Dream. Worth only 1 point for the runner. Could have been game. Or maybe not. No, Flood the Market would have just been 2 advancements. If the other card is a Synchrocyclotron, still not enough credits for that. We've got at most... Oh, I thought that was 2 cards in R&D. There's 3. So at most 3 mandatory draws. Installing behind the res dice. Installing behind an unres dice. And that's presumably the ablative barrier that was seen on the HQ run last turn. That's another Let Them Dream. Synchrocyclotron on the board, and now off the board. At most 2 more mandatory draws at this point. 5 minutes in the round, just under. Spin Doctor. Drawing 2 cards. Looking for options. Gotta win this turn. From 4 credits. Click 1, install. Are we going to res a wage workers? Install again. That's not enough. Okay. So this is going to be 4, so 8 credits. Considering popping the Spin Doctor, realizing that can wait until later. So Vysetron has bought potentially 2 more turns, but is running out of cards to install. If Thomas Haas is able to trash a few of these remotes, a Flood the Market score is off the table. All right, running one of the face downs. Doing some important math. No res. It's a humanoid resources. That gets trashed for an Audrey counter. There's a Synchro Cyclotron. I think inevitability is rearing its ugly head. I think the writing is on the wall. So does Nano Management do something here? So that looks like 12 credits. So Nano goes down to 8. Does a 4-click turn do it? That is time in the round. right, top-down solutions. And the corp is decked. So there are 2 parts to top-down solutions. One is mandatory, one is not. You must draw 2. You install up to 2. So it looks like there is probably no out there. All right, so that's a win for Thomas Haas, which makes him now the only undefeated player.